Hello, everyone. It is SeaTactics for the win, otherwise known as Ben, and we are here today to do the King of Anime podcast. It's a Saturday again, and I was a little late. Yeah. And also, I have co-hosts.
Time is a social construct.
Oh, well, yeah, that is true.
We all have our moments, but we always remember never to falter.
What is the National Guard commercial where it's like
In the Army National Guard, you can. That one?
No, I don't know. What's up, Brittany? We are the King of Anime podcast, where we stutter and have terrible chemistry in the beginning, but then we actually talk about anime. And we don't have much of a show this week because we literally only have 3 shows to talk about. I don't know, someone watching, I guess. Kanata no Astra, Given, and then Carole and Tuesday. Oh man, I forgot to replace the thumbnail image again. Whatever. It doesn't.
It's Utani.
This is the first time we've ever done a podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever done podcasts, and before getting into the events, want to say that the KyoAni stuff is terrible, and that there's a GoFundMe out there from Sentai Filmworks. Google it. I'm not sure if you can actually link any of it on YouTube, so not there, but you know, sad stuff. And do you guys want to talk about some animus before I die?
Especially before you die.
Let's talk
That might be
about
fun.
people lost in space, and ships as well. Kanata no Astra, episode 3, which is titled Meteor. Which, is there any meteors in this episode? Don't think so. Terrible show, 0 out of 10. Killing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. This is going to be the quickest one ever.
The Astra undergoes some damage from potential sabotage set up by the people who want them dead. But the crew is able to save the day by using some backup generators to put power back into the ship's gravity thingy-majig, to then activate the thrusters to stop their descent into Shumor, which is a great name for a planet, by the way. Yeah. What do we think about this episode?
It's called Shumor?
Yeah, that's what they call the planet.
Weird.
I don't know. We got with the whole. We had the mystery of the wormhole spear thing, basketball thing, chasing them, and now, yeah, sure. I don't know. We had that whole. Now it may be that it's some man-made thing, which is weird. That there's a possibility that something like that can be created, but since we're in the future, I'm not really tripping on that. But I do think it's a little much for some higher power to get all these group of teenagers slash child together to try to kill them all. It's so elaborate. I don't.
Why not just put them in a room and then just, off them?
I think they're trying to make it look like an accident because there's someone on the ship that's important enough for them to do it. Well, apparently a group of them, maybe. Like there may be multiple people on the ship they want dead.
Yeah, but it's also the how it was found out, because like Funi kind of just stumbled upon it because they literally just talked about some crucial information, like kill them all out in the open, not even a closed door. I mean, from domestic girlfriend, close the damn door. Let's do it. Please.
I see we are ready to have our open door meeting today. First on the list is, say it out loud with me, other person here, we're gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, exactly. You would think that they would like be speaking in lingo or code or whatever, but no, they're just smoking a cigar and they're just like, yeah, kill them bitches. I don't give a, just burn them all. Like the Mad King says, I don't care.
Kanata, this at the beginning of this episode, is questioning the motives. He's like, can't be Ares because Ares was out in the ship. To which I'm like, what if there is more than one Ares? What if there's two Ares?
Oh,
like,
God.
this is a multiverse?
Or I was just thinking she had like an evil twin.
Oh, I was thinking in multiverse because, space-time continuum and whatnot. They got teleported. Who's to say that they didn't have an alternate reality? What if they got teleported to an alternate reality?
I mean, they did get teleported 5,000 light years away, which is, and the ship itself already kind of breaks the rules of science. So, I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm, I think, at this point.
I just had a thought just now. You said they were 500,000 light years away or whatever?
Or 5,000 light years away. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's like super far away. Why was there a lone ship that was out there in the middle of nowhere if they were trying to off these people?
We talked about this last episode, I think. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I can't remember.
I might have been. Hold on, let me take another shot.
I love it. Drunk podcast with EA.
All right, continue.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, and I think it's still like a pretty interesting thing they can go into is like, how did the ship get here? Because they just kind of took it all for granted. What I'm worried about.
We did talk about that because I think we said that like maybe this was all just an elaborate test. Yeah, I think I remember that now.
It's obvious now that at least it isn't like a test with that. So it makes me think maybe prior to test this out, they sent somebody else out there to see if like this whole trap and elaborate plan would work. And they sent all the ship out there and they sabotaged them, and that's what I'm thinking. But well, actually, the ship itself is apparently just falling apart, or is sabotaged because the gravity thing shuts down. It gets hit by a bunch of space debris, and there's a bunch of holes in it. And Luca has to get out his cool glue gun, which, by the way, Luca's a trap, right?
I just found that out.
Girl.
I did too.
I thought Luca was a girl. I found out last episode because they mentioned that was a guy, but I totally thought that was a girl.
I totally forgot. And now all the stereotypes are complete. We now have a trap, ladies and gentlemen. We have everything under the sun, and now we have a trap.
I love it.
Woo!
Also, the Sasuke guy is named Olgar. His name's fucking Olgar. Is that not the coolest, weirdest name to have in this universe?
I am Olgar.
I am Olgar, and I am here to take the crown from Olgress. I don't know.
Wow.
And be the best Call of Duty shooter ever, I guess.
Oh my god, that's a gamer tag. Olgar is a fucking awesome gamer tag.
He could be Groot's cousin. I am Olgar.
So I don't know what happens. I think Ares says, "Come sit down, Mom," to someone.
Yeah, the Zach.
Yeah, I thought that was funny because she also says what was it? The deflector. She calls them defunkers.
Oh wait, is this Ares we're talking about?
Yeah, Ares.
Damn, I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Also, Charles was one smooth motherfucker catching Yunhwa.
Oh yeah, he was. He just was like, like ballet dancing. It was very smooth. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's good. Charles is good, man.
I had issues with when the gravity went out and everybody has their helmet on. Old Shy Girl doesn't have her helmet on. I'm like, why doesn't she have her helmet on? And of course, it's for the scene where water gets lodged in her throat, and I'm like, of course, that's why they had that scene. So we have to have something shoved down her throat scene.
I don't think that's what that scene was for at all.
Oh yeah, you don't think so?
No.
You don't think people took those freeze frames and was like, "Oh, look at that, she's choking on something," you know?
Not one bit. Not one bit.
Maybe I just have a dirty mind.
I immediately thought, because I thought that they were trying to show off how you can still drown in space. I thought it was one of those weird things like, hey, this is still space anime, let's show off some cool space stuff. That's how you do it, I guess.
They're not very consistent with the helmets. They should either have them on or not have them on. Like, why did they have them on if the one girl was going to have it off the whole time? You know what I'm saying? We can breathe on this planet, but we can't breathe in space, but now we can. It's a little annoying. I mean, I know I get annoyed over the weirdest things, but to me, that's just like one of those things where it's like, if you're going to be consistent with certain things, why not all of it?
Well, okay. So I think when they land on planets, they should 100% keep those helmets on. Because they still haven't explained the suit thing and how that exactly works. So that's another inconsistency. But I think when they're in a ship, I think they immediately should have been like, put their helmets on. And the whole thing with Yunwa not paying attention, that's like, that's whatever, I guess. Like, I don't care one way or another about that, but they need to be more consistent with this. You're right. I mean, with the helmet stuff, they need to not just take their helmets off. Because if we have another episode where they like go on a planet and they immediately take their helmet off and they're like, no oxygen, like, come on.
Go on some bouncy plants. This is so much fun. Ugh.
Or maybe a bouncy planet. The next one they land on is just a big trampoline planet.
It's
needed.
It's a whole trampoline planet. It would be like, do you guys have Jump Street wherever you are? No? Well, anyway, Jump Street is like a trampoline, sort of like fun bounce house sort of place.
Do people break their necks?
You have to sign a waiver before you do it. So, I mean,
okay.
If you do, that they're not responsible if you do. You can also play dodgeball while being on these trampolines.
Oh, awesome.
It's so freaking awesome.
So that's what the next planet is going to be, Jump Street.
If there's a dodgeball reference at all in this show, this automatically wins and gets a pass from me every day. But
it's going to be 20 Jump Street instead of 21.
It's going to be 20 Jump Street reference. That'd be funny.
So we learned in this episode that Aries isn't actually stupid at all. I was glad they cleared this one up. She's actually an honor student that was allowed to transfer to Carrot. Apparently, I guess it's just her personality. She's just kind of goofy. So that's so.
Yeah, she's a bit airheaded.
She calls people mother for some reason.
I don't know about you guys, but I find it kind of cool how characters kind of mispronounce stuff sometimes. That's just a weird thing that keeps popping back up, and every time it happens, I chuckle a little bit.
Wait, it's cool?
Yeah, it's funny. It adds a certain thing to characters where it's obvious they don't have a grasp on some of their speech.
I noticed they use that a lot in anime.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
It's because when I think about like American cartoons, nobody cares if they miss like how they miss. I can't even get it out. Like misspeak.
Yeah.
How they can't say anything and right or correct because everything's done in post and everything's proper. But I don't know if it's like a cultural thing or whatever. But it just seems like if somebody misspeaks or I'm stumbling over my fucking words, where they can't say anything properly, they call it out immediately. It's like, who are you calling beef?
Yeah, it's a quirky thing. Aries does it the most, I think, in this show. I don't know. I like that stuff. It's small things that add to a character without taking anything away from a scene or making it obvious, I guess. It's just like a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
it's for the most part it's been pretty funny. I think. So the ship's gravity things are failing, and they gotta use the backup generator to get it all put back together. This is basically another example of them using their teamwork and their different personalities that come with their different strengths to save the day.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think this episode was honing in on Yoon Hua. I think that's how you say her name, and Ugar, because uh Ugar, we had the whole gun scene at the very end. So
he's gonna kill them all.
Yeah, they're framing him as the potential traitor. But then you also have Yunha, who even Kanata remarked that she's probably the one that he knows least about. So those are our two suspects, and there was also a scene like where everybody was celebrating when no, actually they weren't celebrating. They were like pumped up to get the generators going. And if you look at that shot, then the only two people not in it is Yoonha and Ugar. So the series is trying to tell us, like, yeah, these are the two guys you got to look out for.
Which, when they initially were like, by the way, we totally like guessed the two culprits, Yunhua and Olgar.
Yeah.
When they in the last episode, when they introduced it, it was kind of groan worthy because it was at the very end. There's a whole thing, but I thought they handled the mystery well enough, because from this mystery we got that Olgar's father is the vice president of whatever school he's going to. What was it, Carrot High School? And we also got the Olgar having the gun. We got oh god, what else did we get? Did we get anything else, like major character stuff like that?
Well, we got not the Ares. Really. I mean,
we got the Ares being a transferring thing.
Yeah.
And then
there's one thing. It seemed minor because it was kind of said in passing, but I don't think it's going to have anything really to do with our characters now. But Ares has heterochromia.
Oh, yeah.
She has like two different color eyes, which I didn't notice at first until it was mentioned.
I didn't notice it until it was like straight up like on her eyes, and I was like, oh, it's not like in those other weird lolly anime.
Yeah,
where it's supposed to be like a fetish.
One red, one blue. It's really it's hard to notice unless you're really looking out for it, because one is not, it's a slight difference. So there's like one is olive green, one is just like lime green, I guess you want to say. But I think it was Charsey or whatever his name, he mentioned that, and I think that's because he said I had a friend or I know somebody who has like the same condition. So I think that's giving us a clue as to his backstory, because I'm pretty sure we're going to touch on everybody's backstory eventually. So I think that was just like a clue as to what we'll see from him when we get a flashback.
Well, we also, the big thing in this episode, just touching back on it again, is the whole, they were put on Team B5, and because that's the target team, so we got a lot of stuff, like character development in just less than 20 minutes.
The little girl thought that he said illuminate.
Illuminate them all.
Illuminate them all. And he's like, B5, class, B5, eliminate. He wants to kill us. It's like, maybe you shouldn't have said that right then and there, but I get it.
No.
Throw everybody into a panic.
No, that didn't get me. Because that's kind of like a natural thing, because he's like, wait, that's not true. But when he straight up said, like, yeah, someone sabotaged the ship, I just facepalmed. I was like, why would you say that? That just this is going to cause it's going to cause paranoia for everybody. Now everybody's going to look out for each other and whatnot.
Kitari just freaked out at the knowledge of what is really happening here. She just is like, no, it's all your fault.
She's like, and Ares was like, calm down. I don't know you. Get your hands off me.
You sound too familiar. Your laugh sucks.
Your laugh is god awful.
Oh god, that
laugh. So Luca has this glue gun, which is kind of cool. It doesn't. I don't know if you guys. Initially, I was confused. I was like, do they have like a long range glue gun? And I thought about it, and I was like, because it's zero gravity. This is brilliant. What Olgar did is because he knew that the glue would be projected because of the zero gravity, so he used that to his advantage to then glue the flying creature alien down. And I thought that was pretty freaking awesome the way they did that.
Got the target in my sights.
Target in my sights.
Glue gun.
Oh, Luca's glue. By the way, did you guys find the Luca's glue gun kind of satisfying visually? When she fills up the holes, I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that.
No, I didn't feel that Luca's gun was satisfying filling up the holes.
Oh god, I didn't even realize. I'm terrible.
Somebody clip that. Play it back.
Yes. There's a clipping feature on Twitch. Do it. Anything else you guys want to say?
Oh, dude, we kind of had a little tad bit world building at the end of the episode when we saw Ugar with the gun. We learned that guns are abolished, and it happened 100 years ago. So so he's not supposed to have this shit. I mean, he's a kid anyway, or he's like 17, so he wasn't supposed to have it in the first place, but he's definitely not supposed to have it. And that also kind of signifies that since he does have it, some higher power probably gave it to him, because where else would he get a gun if it's, especially in the context that it's abolished in this world?
Yeah, straight up 100%. Like that whole thing. I don't think this is a red herring. It may be a red herring in terms of like, is Olgar gonna kill everybody or whatever? I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think Olgar knows something. I think he's a little bit more important. Or maybe since his father has so much power, he has the gun for whatever reason it may be.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like, he's gonna, I don't know. I can see how he would be the traitor, but at the same time, I feel like the show is making it too obvious. So me personally, I am leaning more towards a red herring, and he's like actually trying to prevent the traitor. Maybe he knows of this.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I'm thinking that maybe he knows of this plan, or he knows something vaguely about it, and he's trying to stop it some way, somehow. And that's why he's kind of closed off, and he doesn't, associate with anybody.
Well, he came out of that room with the gun. Do you think that he was looking around and maybe just found the gun?
I don't know. He probably did, because he didn't. I don't think he was carrying it when they were, initially just going to the ship, the camping trip.
So the question now goes back to, how did the ship get here? So,
I don't know.
I love shows like this that make me think about stuff. It's fun. EA, I know you don't like this show. I know you don't like it, but I like this show. I think it's fun. I think it's entertaining, and I hear you. with all of your complaints, and they're 100% valid. I mean, we spent the whole last episode basically complaining about it. But it's fun. It's interesting. I like the characters. I like the intrigue of the plot. However safe it may be, I like the setting. It's something a little different, and I don't know. I enjoy it, and I'm gonna give this episode a pass. I apologize. I love you, EA. You're my favorite.
EA still alive there?
EA has decided to commit seppuku.
Oh God.
Sasuke, what are you giving this?
I am passing it. I do have some issues with it, just with, I guess. I mean, it's a couple of things, but oh, I'm sorry. I looked at something on Discord. I have like minor issues, and I don't know. I feel like the show could go in a bad direction.
Oh yeah,
but
coming through. Testing 1 2.
He's back.
There you go.
That was weird. I was wondering why I was talking and you guys were rudely interrupting me. I was like, what the hell? I keep talking and they keep talking over me.
Okay. So we'll get
that
you
was
last.
weird. That's no worries.
Shit. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, short point, I'm passing it. Yeah.
EA, I'm sorry.
No, like I was saying, well, nobody heard it, but like I was saying is yeah, I really don't care for the show, as you know me all too well, I dare say, but I don't know, I'm not really interested in the characters. I think it's rather bland. I'm calling it right now. Ares is gonna be the traitor. Why? Because it's the person you least expect. She mistakes herself as a clumsy person and does all these cute little things, but deep down she's a psychopath. So I mean, hey, if it happens, you all owe me $20. And I
kind of want her to be the traitor, just so you're right.
Yeah, so I'm killing this. I've been trying to kill this. Well, not the first episode, but definitely the second episode. Let's see what the fourth episode does, since we're gonna keep watching this. So I'm killing it.
Sorry, because I know what it's like to watch a show every week. I'm sorry that you don't like, and it sucks because you have to watch it. That's the thing. You have to spend 20 minutes watching the damn thing. You don't want to watch it. So hopefully there's something. I don't know. We'll come across those roads in the future if it gets to the point where we may have to kill it, just to have EA spare him watching something he doesn't like.
Well, maybe it'll turn really good at some point. Maybe I'll have a change of heart and be like, episode 9 is actually really good.
Oh man, waiting 9 episodes for that? Was it worth it at that point for you?
At 9, hell no. The first 8 episodes are garbage, and now all of a sudden episode 9 is going to be good? It's like, nah.
But what if it's like episode 9 makes episodes 1 through 8 look like really smart and well written?
I don't know. I guess that's to be determined.
Speaking of to be determined, let's talk about Given. That's a terrible freaking segue. Given, episode 2. Like someone in love. Mafuyu is asked to join Ritsuka's band after belting out a classic #1 single in the Otakon. That's pretty much the whole episode, like the big major progression thing.
That's literally what happened this whole episode. Stuff happens, guy sings, and all of a sudden, I want you to join the band for no reason other than the fact that he can sing.
Hey.
Not even sing, but just go,
Angela's in this show now.
I would prefer
we need
that.
her in this show.
Yeah, seriously.
Need her in every show, really. Get her in Dragon Ball Super. Just
God.
it's the deadly Angela.
That's how like she opens the hyperbolic chamber because the door is broken.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, if someone like sung like he did, like right there on the stairs like that, I would be like, you're fucking joining my band. You have literally no say in this. You are now in my band, and we are going to release so many albums, and you're going to be the singer, and you're going to be in my band.
My band, my band, my band, my band. My band.
At one point, Mafuyu is Ritsuka is talking to Mafuyu, like giving him pointers, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
and Ritsuka's like, all you ever do is say and he's like And it reminded me of Nezuko. I was like,
yes.
What if she just like was in the background and it pans over
God.
and there she is, going,
Those two need a fucking conversation with each other.
It would literally solve nothing.
But they would get the whole thing. They would understand everything they're saying.
Oh
What
God, who does
on?
that? It's like, I mean, it's plenty of series that have done that where it's like characters you don't know what the hell they're saying, but there's always that one person. Well, like Groot and Rocket, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like they talking, you're like, what? And he's like, yeah, he fucking hates you.
Or
What? Huh?
Or it could be like Kenny from South Park, or Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Dang, I'm not gonna say. It's like, yeah, I hear that.
A minor detail, two minor details that I would know about, like how well they talked about at the beginning of this episode the name of their guitars. Mafuyu has a hollow body, Ritsuka has a Telecaster. But other than that, the main guitar amp in their practice room is a JCM 2000. JCM 2000. If you don't know what the way that amp sounds, any band since the 90s. There you go. That amp is used by a lot of people. I thought that the bassist is using a Fender bass amp. He's not. He's using an Ampeg, which is he needs to go back and return wherever he got that Ampeg because Ampegs suck. I played on one. They're shit. They sound like you're not playing them, which is it's a weird thing, but it sounds like a disembodied you is playing it at the same time you're trying to play it. I hate the sound of it. It's terrible. The reverb's awful. Get that Ampeg out of here. Also, the chord he plays, I believe, is an A minor, which, if you don't know, that's the chord that starts off Champagne Supernova by Oasis.
That's 2 Oasis references in one day.
Hey, I can get more Oasises in here. Get 100 Oasises. I don't even care.
Is that plural? Oasi?
Oasi, yes. Also,
Oasis.
actually, another detail that only I would know, and other people who play guitar would know. He's tuning up Mafuyu's guitar, and he hits the E, A, and D, and he goes to the G, and it makes a buzzing. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And I fucking hate the G string on guitars. The G string is terrible. All it does is buzz and it goes out of tune. It's one string, and if that one string goes out of tune, it makes your whole guitar sound like shit. It's weird.
I personally love the G string.
Me too.
Well, I'm talking about a different G string.
I'm not.
I don't know what you guys are talking about now. I'm confused. What do you guys have to say about this episode? I already talked my talk about the stuff. So.
About G strings, yeah. I know. This was my pick, and I thought it was going to be a lot better than this, and I guess I
This is
I
a
know
slice
they're
of
trying to
life.
establish.
So
I know,
it's rough.
And I get that, and there are good slice of lives out there that can tell a really good story and that are interesting and keeps you on wanting to see more. I don't have any interest to see what these characters' lives are about. I don't know who these characters are. I don't even know them by name. I just know Silent Puppy and the main dude.
Silent Puppy, that's a good one.
That's all I know. And I'm just and this is gonna sound bad. I've had more entertainment watching Are You Lost than Given because of how bad that show is.
That's saying a lot.
That's the show does nothing for me, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Sasuke, what do you think?
I think this show is steady, and that's not exactly a good thing because it's steady in the fact that what EA was saying is kind of boring to me, and I'm a person who pretty much enjoys slice of life. I mean, just earlier this year, I mean, I guess you can say Fruits Basket is a slice of life, even though it has a lot more going for it than just sitting around and talking all the time. But um with Given, we don't even have much to talk about, honestly, because it's weird, but all of this time was not really dedicated to anything specific. We didn't really go into character development. We just learned that Mafuya could sing, and it was like just it felt like other things was just filling up time. Not to say that that was filler, but it didn't really give us anything that we can latch on to. Like, we found out that one of the guys that's in the band, Kaji, he has like multiple jobs, and they were trying to find like a part-time job, but that didn't really lead anywhere. So um I mean, I guess like the only thing that really stuck was when one of the band members, and I forget his name, they were smoking outside, and they kind of, because this is a boy love anime, they kind of said something about Ritsuka, where they said like he wants to protect people or something like that. So that kind of gave us like a hint of their future relationship, if of course they're going in that direction. But other than that, I didn't really get much from this episode, to be honest.
As for me, besides the whole little stuff that I would pick up on, I thought this episode was better than the first one. On top of the things that you said, I think near the end, they talk about how Mafuyu is unapproachable by the women, but they call him hot. So there's some that goes to show that Mafuyu is very popular with the girls, but since he's got this weird aura around him, I guess this because he's so shy and so alone all the time, people are kind of scared to go up to him and talk to him, which kind of sucks for him because everybody just kind of, it seems like everybody, just kind of ignores him and stuff, and I bet that doesn't feel good for him because he's always alone. I mean, we saw in the first episode he's sleeping on the steps, or I guess like taking a nap, which is like, who does that? But only him. Other than that, I have to agree with you guys. I don't think it's bad. I don't think this show has given us anything yet to where...
No pun intended.
Yeah. I don't think this show has given us something that we can... I don't think it's even given us enough stuff to like fully criticize yet, because there is like nothing really to criticize. There's a couple things that we can pick up on, but other than that, these first two episodes have just been really your normal kind of slice of life, but they play in a band, which is the most interesting part. I don't know. I don't hate this show. Like I said, I like this episode more than the first, but I don't know anything really about the show quite yet. because there is nothing really to pick up on yet. And I don't know what they're waiting on.
Yep.
Yeah. It has a slow start, and with just from watching like literally a handful of music anime like Nana, like Beck, you have to have more going in the series than music for it to be interesting, because the music is fine, but that's not going to last for the entire 20 minutes or like 21 minutes of the episode. So it has to be some other plot point, whether it's that or it's the characters. It has to be like some drama, something else for the series to stand alone and be good, great, fine, or whatever. But I don't I don't I don't have anything like that with this series. I mean, I think Ritsuka he's a okay character, but I don't really care for Mafuya at all. So uh yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
I want to really get invested in these two characters and their relationship, because I don't think have we seen any romance on King of Anime?
I actually don't think we have.
That's so like I want this show to like be a good romance, because we haven't had any romance yet, and it hasn't even went into the romance stuff yet, which is kind of like, once again, what are they waiting on? Like, these first two episodes have just been the slowest introduction. If they could have found a way to like cut the second half of the first episode off and then the first half of this episode and then put them together, I think they would have had a much better opening presentation, way stronger, and it would have been much quicker. We could have sped through a bunch of dialogue that, I mean, it's probably adds some minor details and stuff like that later on, but we don't know, because we don't even know, like, I don't really know what this show is supposed to be about. Is it supposed to be about him joining a band? Is it supposed to be about a romance? Is it supposed to be about being him learning a guitar? It hasn't showed us anything yet, and I don't know what to think. I mean, I want to like it. I don't know if I like it, but I know I don't hate it. I just don't know if I like it, and I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if this is the way it's supposed to be, but I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Is there anything else you guys want to say about it?
No, well said.
If we had more of a Ritsuka's sister, this would have never been a problem.
I'm gonna continue this trend. I'm gonna give it one more, just for the simple fact. I'm gonna pass it, just for the simple fact that I don't mind watching one more episode. But if it's like just this again, where it's just like we get a little bit more character development, but really we don't still really know what's going on here, and there's not like a big jump in pace, I'm kind of done watching it. Not that I hate it. It's just I need something a little bit quicker. It doesn't need to be like night and day. It's just a tad bit, a little bit of a push. What do you guys think?
Killing it. Speaking of quicker, I'm killing it, and I'm done with this.
So it's up to me. I am also killing it. I think I will end up watching one more episode on my own to see if I'm going to drop it completely, not just from the show. But yeah, I don't think this episode gave me anything that made me go like I'm excited to keep watching the series. So yeah, kill it.
Yep. So right now, Given will die unless Carole and Tuesday can get 2 more kills, or 1 more kill than it did. Is it possible? Is it possible?
Is not possible. Let's stop.
Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Let's talk about Carole and Tuesday, y'all. Freaking
Yay.
This show, I said it in the Discord chat to you guys. I want to say it here. This is the same build that Dororo should have had. And I know we mentioned way too much Dororo because I'm so disappointed in that middle part, but Carole and Tuesday's first 12 episodes weren't like they weren't like 10 out of 10 best thing I've ever seen, right? But that slow build, the slow-ish build, is kind of fast in some places, but for the most part, it was a steady pace through the first 12 episodes. And now it's paying off, and now I'm loving this show more than I ever did, and I already really like this show. But Carole and Tuesday, episode 14, The Kids Are All Right, which is from The Who.
The kids are all right.
Great song. Dan had a wife 17... Dawn? I don't know. Dan had a wife 17 years ago who gave birth, but she was too frail and passed away. But before passing away, she left the girl at a church. The girl's whereabouts were unknown after going into a refugee camp. That girl is Carole, and with her sidekick Tuesday, they took a good shit.
Very polished shit.
Yep. This episode was freaking awesome. My favorite episode yet. They got a band. They got a band, you guys.
Yeah, they got the guys from
Skipoo.
Yeah, Skipoo from when they went to that concert, and now they're going to help them out.
Oh yeah.
This was really good, and I kind of had my suspicions about Dan, but then when he was like, "Hey, can I walk with you and talk with you?" I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Oh.
But it was still a really sweet and very touching moment. Like, that is how you do character development. That's how you tell a story. And Shinato Watanabe, he's one of the best at telling these stories. That's why I like him.
This episode had a quintessential Watanabe like scene set up where it was the scene you're talking about where they're walking and they're not focused like in on a single character. The frame of the shot is they're walking. You see their silhouettes and you see the water and the city in the background. Nothing is more Shinichiro Watanabe than that right there. And I thought that was just like, when I saw that, I was like, that episode where they focus on Jet and Cowboy Bebop. There you go. That's where that is. Same thing. They did the same thing there.
Yeah.
Some great quotes in this.
I like how you called him Jet and Cowboy Bebop. His name is not Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's his name?
I've done y'all dirty. I accidentally called someone the wrong name, and
What's his name? Say it.
Jet Black.
Oh. Goodbye.
Carole says at the beginning of the episode when he sees Toby, I'm starting to think he's legendary for something else. Toby also says, I'll turn your shit into the most polished shit it's ever been. This show has a lot of profanity for a show about two teenage girls.
It was great. This is literally a show tailored for me. I know I'm I'm jumping all the way ahead, but we already talked about it a little bit. But Dan and Carole, I love that scene. I loved everything about it. I love how Dan was introduced because I felt like Carole and Tuesday did more with less. He didn't talk a lot. He never revealed explicitly that he was her father. We got the clues from what he said to her. Of course, we can piece it together. We seen a birthmark on his right wrist. It was like, of course, they also look similar, at least in my eyes. So that was something we all pieced together, even though it wasn't said outright through the characters. But I just love it because he never like what we seen in the laundromat. We seen two two couples or whatever tried to claim Carole, like, hey, I'm your mom and dad. Like,
two of them are white.
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
that.
I was like, you have gigantic balls to think that's going to work. Like,
Carole, I'm your long lost white parents.
Hi, Carole, it's me. It's Daddy.
Why did they try that with two? Why don't just try it with Tuesday? It might work. I mean, it won't. It won't. But I mean, at least it's a better possibility. But yeah, like, okay, because like with that scene, all right, because it's like we had the whole gold digging parents thing, but then, like I said, never mentioned that he was her dad, and I love that because for him it wasn't he didn't find Carole, or he didn't want to find Carole because she became famous, because there was a potential of her being this bank for him or anything like that. He literally said, like, I just wanted to see you. That's it. And that's why he never really said, like, oh, I'm this person, because he wasn't looking for forgiveness or anything like that. It was just he wanted to see Carole. And I mean, this dude is coming from an entire different planet doing all of this on parole. So that just goes to show you how much he went through. And like I said, I like that because this wasn't stuff like drilled into you or just forced on you. It was just like little things here and there. And I like how the viewers get to piece that together.
Yeah, this is great. I like this whole thing. It wasn't like 8 episodes of like, will they or won't they? It was like immediately it was a setup. Is like he's there one episode, next episode, all right, immediately it's revealed. Because I think, you know, I'm pretty sure last episode one of us, maybe it was, I think maybe it was me, that I said like it's totally your dad, like Dan is, straight up. So I'm glad they got out of the way. That was really nice. They recorded their song with Skippy and Toby, and their song had a little bit of a country flavor to it. I like that, not because I live in the South, but because I'm a big fan of good music and country music. Now I know a lot of you kids out there don't actually go back and listen to country music, probably because the meme is country music is bad, but country music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s was some good shit. And I like it when music has a little bit of a country kind of thing going on it. And this one did, and I like that, and it took them 52 tries to get a good take.
Oh, yeah, and the 52 tries was apparently like a good thing. Skip was like, damn, I can't believe he did it on only 52 takes. I was like, wait a minute, how many times did you have to do this?
What I wanted them to do is, took 52 takes, I guess we'll just use the first one.
Oh,
that happens all the time.
Such a dick move.
It happens literally all the time. I was watching this documentary of some band, I don't remember, and they were talking to the producer, and he's like, yeah, I made him track it like 100 times. First take was good, but I made him do it anyways. Just because I could.
It's so terrible.
Apparently it happens all the time. And it makes sense. Usually the first take is the best take, because that's when you're fresh. So Angela has the whole Black Knight thing, which I think is funny. Because the Black Knight account that's leaking all of her stuff. Which is, I think it's funny because it's not. He's on the username is not White Knight, it's Black Knight, meaning instead of being Angela's, like helper or whatever, Black Knight probably at some point is going to cause a lot of trouble for Angela, and I think that's what they used here with calling it Black Knight, because it's the complete opposite of a White Knight. Get it?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it was. If I had to guess who it was, I think it was like Aaron, because they introduced him as an IT genius. So what? I mean, just my head canon. I believe that he is. He knows of God, what's the producer? What's
Toby.
Angela's producer
Oh,
name? I
Tao.
forgot his
No, yeah.
Tao. Yeah,
Yeah.
he may be jealous of Tao or something like that. So if there is like a conflict between Aaron and Tao, then he could be like the Black Knight guy who's getting close to Angela just to bring her down.
Could be. Could be. Yo,
What if
Angela, you want
what if
us
it's
to completely control your life?
what if
What?
it's a reference to Monty Python, the Holy Grail,
Oh, what?
and
That would,
he's the Black Knight, and then he just gets all of his limbs cut off.
that would be awesome.
It is but a flesh wound.
Tweez
Your
bit of flesh.
arm! Your arm is cut off. What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? Have at thee.
Oh my god, I need to. God, now I gotta rewatch that.
I love that
It's
movie.
been so long. It's been so long since I've seen so many.
It's terrifying, isn't it? It's just a rabbit. Oh no, it's not just a rabbit. You're just scared over a rabbit.
What was the one with the parrot?
The parrot?
There was one where they like goes into a shop and they talk about a
that-
parrot, I believe.
Yeah, that was the actual show, Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need a new bird. It is dead. See? And he's like smacking it on the table. Hello, speak up.
I love that one.
It's pretty good. It's me, your mom, Carole. And it's me too, Carole. Don't you notice me? I'm your daddy.
Tuesday, selling these weird human-looking food at a stand. Oh wait, no, it's like octopus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell them octopus.
And Tuesday is asked about her family, and the sleazy reporter, gets into her head. Is like, you never need to, you need to tell your family off because that's your family, and your family is. I need a report on my site. So please, do something. Call me. Here's my number. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I like the fact that Tuesday. I mean, it was this. See, this is another thing that's not really like explicitly said, but it's there. Like with Tuesday just working, selling food. Like it kind of shows you like that Carole has rubbed off on her, and she's taking the part-time job thing serious. So, but yeah, with the reporter Kyle, yeah, scumbag. But this is one of those plot points that I don't think is going to be thrown away. So I do think that Tuesday will call him if something dramatic happens, which something is happening, as we've seen, because apparently Tuesday's mom wants to, or she's campaigning and saying that she's going to revoke the trade agreement with Earth, which I don't exactly know what that means, but doesn't sound like a good thing. So yeah.
We're gonna have to fucking talk about space politics at some point.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It's
I
gonna-
mean, they probably are. I almost feel like they're hinting at. I don't know. They're almost going to reflect today's modern society and politics and whatever. And to me, that could be both good and a bad thing. Because sometimes it ruins it for me when they do that.
Not even that. Just from my perspective, just like I've seen Legend of Galactic Heroes, that shit has some politics, and talking about politics is fascinating, but it's draining. And
Yeah.
I remember that time when I spent 20 minutes talking about space military taking over the Alliance, and if that's a thing, a feasible thing, and if it would work, and what is the economical, would they go broke if they did that, and why would they have to like tax their people even more? And they're already taxing their people anyways because they're basically starving at this point. Exactly. That's what Legend of Galactic Heroes is. It's fucking awesome.
The only show that really got me into their politics was Game of Thrones. Like the first season was all politics. It was just that, but I mean, that's kind of a rare thing for a show to get, to be just. It wasn't just that, obviously, but that was the only one. Everything else, I'm just like, I don't care. Phantom Menace, forget about it.
Sans course. Okay, well.
I don't even know what you just said. What did you say?
The Sans course.
The Sans course?
Yeah, Star Wars. So, am I?
Tao is also fucking crazy.
Yes, please. Let's move on to Tao.
He had like a hologram AI thing replacing Angela, and it's always funny when she walks in on him because he just does not give a shit. He's just like, he just carries on with whatever he's doing, and then when she talks to him, he's just like, I'm trying to replace you. Like, leave me alone.
I'm trying to replace you. I'm trying to make you obsolete, so you don't have to sing anymore, except for live.
Angela
get
should
off my back.
Angela should walk in while he's in the middle of making an android version of her that's like cloned, like her brain got cloned from like a strand of her hair, and just like, Tao, what the fuck, man? And Tao's like, yeah. What you're seeing is true. I am making a clone of you.
I could just see us like, Tao, what the hell, dude? Yes, I'm making an army of you. That way you can be in multiple places at one time. Get off my back, woman.
I love it. This episode is freaking awesome. Passing it from freaking multi-orbit, okay? Multi-universe orbit.
Is there multi-orbits?
Yes, there is now, and I just created it.
All right, well, I'm passing it from regular orbit all the way to Mars.
Speaking of Mars, wait. Toby, or Toby, whatever the hell. Did they imply that he had like a weed farm? Or was that just me looking too deep into it?
I don't remember. Let's see. The place is covered with suspicious plants? I think that is. I totally did. That went way over my head. Wow. Because that looks like the marijuana pot plant.
Also, Gus is from Texas.
Yeah. Because, according to the Japanese, if you wear a cowboy hat, that means you're from Texas. Are you from Texas?
Yes, I am. I'm from Texas. I wear a gun on my belt.
I spit chewing tobacco into this there tin.
This there spittoon.
I'm going to walk through this saloon.
Take out my gun and I'm going to shoot somebody trying to shoot at me.
I love
their redemption.
Yeah, those goddamn O'Driscolls.
Goddamn O'Driscolls. Damn it, Arthur. All you had to do is follow the damn train.
I'm gonna go to the barber and get a shave.
I had a plan.
You gotta stick to the plan. You gotta follow me, Arthur. Why do you have to
install faith, Arthur?
Oh, ye of little faith.
But anyways, I'm passing this. I seriously don't know what the show has to do for me not to pass it.
Next episode, they're all making out. That's the surefire way to get a show killed, I think.
Like no explanation. Yeah. It just drops into just an orgy.
Ew, what are they doing?
Oh God, Carole. Oh, Tuesday.
Oh no, please stop it.
That would be so disturbing.
You were right. Seeing those people make out awoken something in us.
Toby's in the corner watching.
No, he's watching scared. Because he doesn't know what's going on. Because he's just as confused as we are.
He's just
He's trying to call Gus.
Gus, come in here. Actually, no, hold on.
No, Gus, get me out of here. I love it. Yeah. Try pass. As the anime FMK podcast would say, the trifecta. We gave it a trifecta. We gave Carole and Tuesday a trifecta, you guys.
See, it just keeps going back to sex. I mean...
I like trains.
I like trains, too. Let's all get on the party train.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Choo-choo.
No Fire Force this week because they decided to not air it in honor, not make them seem insensitive.
I want to say out of respect for the victims.
So that's the thing. I don't know when it's going to air. We may cover 2 episodes next week. I don't know. That's it for the show. Literally, we have nothing else to talk about.
Vinland.
Oh yeah, so is that coming back next week? I think it is, right?
Next week. What is? Yes, it's next week.
So we will have an episode of the Vinland Saga about Vikings killing each other for fun. Or for nefarious reasons. Either way, it's nefarious to kill someone, right?
Sure.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Speaking of...
unless you have your reasons.
Yeah, you better watch your back. Heard you talking shit about those Oreos. We're killing them Oreos.
I kill Oreos all the time. I put them in bags and I crush them and I eat them.
Why?
You know what? I don't even eat them. I just throw them away after I crush them.
It's even worse.
The worst.
You ruin their bodies and their souls, and you just don't even eat them? You don't even give them that courtesy?
No, I don't even give them the satisfaction.
Evil individual. And speaking of being an evil individual, everything animated, where can they find you? Where's your evil secret lair at?
Wait, you got your thing.
Oh, CKOA. Fuck. Okay, we're going to pretend I did not almost forget about that because I keep forgetting about it. We're going to refresh the page. Just make sure. Okay. Fruits basket.
Yeah, I just like... Oh, shit. Okay.
1 kill, 1 pass. Fire Force. 2 passes. Dr. Stone. What do you think it's going to be?
It's going to be a pass because it's a stone that's going to be passed.
EA is correct. 2 passes.
Fuck.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? What are you thinking on this one?
Well,
Pass.
I mean, when you lift, you have to pass the weight, so it's passing.
God, you guys are good. Pass. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. What do you think?
People are sick motherfuckers, so pass.
Yep, it's pass.
Fuck. Damn.
Hinsuki, are you willing to fall in love with a pervert? Pass or kill?
I don't even know anything about this, so I'm just going to say that it's a pass.
Me too.
Kill.
Ooh, that was the kill.
It's gone. Okay. It's gone. Are you lost? What are you thinking?
Oh, if it's anything from what I've seen, it's definitely a pass.
If they made it this far, then I'm going to say pass.
1 kill, 1 pass. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the heavy hitter. The 2 times heavy hitter. Multi-time hitter. Do you love your mom? Her normal attack is 2 attacks at full power. Kill or pass?
That's definitely a kill.
100% pass.
Wow.
People love them moms. And I do as well. But maybe not enough to watch that anime.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I got 100% pass.
No, you said you love moms.
Yeah, hot moms. Who doesn't love hot moms?
Yeah, that's well documented.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, hot moms are cool.
I asked people, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? I asked them basically what dumbbells they lift.
Why did you ask them that?
Well, here are the options. It will make a lot of sense. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 696.9 pounds,
Ooh.
and then 420,696.9 pounds.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, got a lot of memes in there too.
Do people lift that much?
Do you even lift, bro?
No, I don't. I lift myself off the ground after I'm drunk.
Oh man, that got dark. One pass for, or god damn it, one vote for 420,696.9 pounds.
They're a liar.
Well, probably. And and one vote for 696.9 pounds.
They're also a liar.
I agree. No one actually put like an actual normal dumbbell weight that they would lift. It was straight to the memes, and I respect that because it's all about the memes.
Could
Meme
have
machine.
like some Goku level talent people
Hey.
among us.
I think that's EA at this point. How much he works out.
I mean, I don't lift the thousands of pounds. I mean, that's physically impossible. But
Can
I
you
lift
do 600?
Like dumbbells, no.
Yeah,
But
I don't think. Do
but
they make dumbbells in that weight?
No, I would think that no one could lift that barehanded.
Maybe The Rock could. John Cena.
No, The Rock couldn't do it. If it was John Cena, you couldn't see him anyway. So
You couldn't see him lift it. Oh, but you could see the dumbbell floating, so you don't know for sure if it's just magic or if it's Cena.
Exactly. That's one of the great mysteries in life.
Speaking of a great mystery, when is this show going to end? Don't know. EA, tell them where can they find you.
You can find me on YouTube at Everything Animated 87. I also have a Twits and Turs. I have that. I am a very exciting individual. I keep getting subscribers while not making any videos, which is surprising. Maybe it's my videos are good, and maybe it's because when I talk on here, people are like, "This guy's so funny. I want to hear what he says." Oh wait, he hasn't posted a video since May.
You're keeping them waiting. It's the anticipation. That's what it is.
And when it finally boils over to where everybody gets to see my next video, people are going to need lots and lots of lubricant
and tissues.
Oh,
sorry, and tissues.
And they're gonna have to get the shower running as well.
Cold shower.
Cold.
Cold. Ice cold. So ice cold that your nipples get so hard you can cut glass with them. That's how cold.
Wow. They're gonna have to pre-make that sandwich.
That sandwich? Oh, that sandwich. You be eating that sandwich and going with a mouthful going, God damn, this is the best sandwich I ever had in my life. The fuck are we talking about?
I think we're talking about after sex rituals. I don't know.
I mean, I was talking about my videos, but sure. I'm done.
We were both talking about completely different things. Speaking about completely different things, Satsuki is not I'm not sure what that segue is going towards, but Satsuki, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on the Twitter, King Daniels Jr., and you can find me on Discord. I never talk about that, but yeah, Discord. And YouTube, of course. Got some videos coming through pretty soon, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, maybe 3, because procrastination with Hunter x Hunter. I've been enjoying the reread. I'm almost finished. And I'm excited to see C catch up to where I am because I love the current arc that I'm on right now of Hunter x Hunter. And yeah, we need more Hunter x Hunter videos from Sia as well.
I disagree.
Okay then.
No, I don't think we need any more of those. I think we should just go ahead and just go ahead and delete my channel. And forever,
Right.
I will just talk about Fruits Basket.
But you got so far.
But in the end, it didn't even matter because, yeah, I had to fall to lose it all.
Speaking of Linkin Park, it's officially been 2 years to the day that Chester passed away.
It's so sad. And I'm just going to have to... It's going to sound so bad when I say this. But hey guys, I'm SeaTactics. You can find me at your mom's house.